Sorry guys, I just forgot.
I'll just touch on that, Barb, because just being in direct sales for a number of years, I've learned that, like, even me too, with my stories, yeah, I need to kind of focus more in on what I'm doing in my life. But sometimes you forget, like, yeah, you'll take pictures here and there, but then you don't think to post that because you want to put out what you have to offer, what people need right now. But at the same time, people don't like to be sold to. They want to know that you have a solution for them, but they don't want to feel like you're constantly pushing product on them to buy, to buy, to buy. So that kind of just goes inside with what you're saying as not being spammy, and you don't want to be like a walking advertisement all the time. You want to be able to show that, yes, you have these solutions to offer. This is what people want. This is what people need. However, you're real, you're a person, and you live on Earth. It's not just like this big billboard of stuff.
Well, and even like right now, while people are feeling so bored and they're sitting at home having nothing to do in their mind, and you can get up and post a picture of you drinking your coffee and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that like I get to work from my couch today, or, whatever that might be. People are going to say, oh, I wish I had some purpose like that in my day, and it's a totally new world, guys. Like, we have to set that expectation because we attract what we expect. So if you expect that people are going to think that the times are tough and that they can't afford product or that they can't afford to invest in a business, then that's the only kind of people you're going to find. I will be very real with you about that. It is your mindset and expectation that will make all the difference of who you attract into your business. And I get so detailed as to like speaking affirmations over the kind of people that I'm looking for in my business and over what I'm expecting. I'm saying that out loud because our words have power, and our mindset and our fears and our doubts will get in our way and slow us down all the time. And we'll be like, should we send that message? Should we post that? Does this picture look good? All of those things that make you hesitate and not want to do it. We've just got to learn to get over that hurdle right now, because too many people need to hear from us. And they're waiting for us. So what are some of those ways that we can add value, right? So I think that is key. I love that. It's so true. Incorporate your lifestyle, be real, be relatable. I have more of a professional persona in the way that I like to portray myself, I guess, right? And it's like, I'm learning to let my walls down and be like, okay, we just have to be like, it's okay to be a mess sometimes. And even though this is a business, and I've always treated it very much like a business, at this point, our business is shifting and we've got to shift with it. We can't wait till we figure out what this looks like in the next season. We have to create what it becomes in the next season. So that's going to take our leadership of us stepping up and saying, hey, people want what we need. People want what we have. People need what we have. People are looking for what we have right now. And we have to give our new distributors that confidence to know that there are people in their life. Not everybody will be ready. Right now, there's a lot of people who are nervous and skeptical and, angry with the world and just looking for somebody to be grumpy with. You're going to come across all kinds. But when we can say, absolutely, the people are out there, they are. And as long as you're willing to just keep talking to people until you find them. And in the meantime, love on the people that are watching, because they will come around. And so right now, the things that we can be doing every day to make a difference and to become a person of influence, because if you want to promote in this business, if you want to, hit diamond or whatever your goal is coming into this business, or whether you have a certain income goal or whatever else, you've got to touch a lot of people's lives in the process. And so, remembering that is the mission, is how many people do I get to help, and continuing to stay focused on finding those people that want what we have.
May I, Barb?
Yeah.
To like tail off of what you're saying and kind of what Tiffany mentioned about being spammy and not like making people think this is all it is a great way to do that is to keep your promotions and things like that in your stories, because they last for 24 hours. And then in your post, be really mindful of putting up like an affirmation or a good morning simply. Sometimes people just seeing that on their feed makes people excited. But if you do things like that, where you post a picture of you and your kids, or you're having your coffee and you're just looking off, whatever the case may be, I think if they see that when they come to your actual page, that they see you living life, and then your stories are the, you know, this is what I do kind of thing. And occasionally trickle in some of those, whoa, I can't believe it deals, and post the actual picture, so that for people who come on and don't know who you are and is going to go through all types of your stuff, get a glimpse of who you are. Like, I took this masterclass where they basically said, think of 9 things that your day should show 9 things in particular. So one could be like the book you're reading. One could be that, you know, what's happening today. Is it someone's birthday? Is what's happening in the week. So if it's Martin Luther King Day, you can say happy birthday, Martin Luther King, and bring attention to that. You know, if it's just mental health awareness, like if you show that you're engaged, that you're relevant, you know what's going on, then people are like, whoa, I like this person. They're engaged. I'm not being overly political. I'm not being overly religious, but I am a person who shouts it out. I'm like, yes, thank you, Lord, for my day. Thank you. I woke up. And that's how I am comfortable, and that's my personality. But for some people who are easing their way into it, to share more of themselves, if you remember, like, every 9 pictures should say something about you. I shared it with some people on my team. There's an app called I Am, and it basically talks about you. It constantly reminds you about how to have gratitude for yourself, and you literally answer like a few questions, and it will totally like keep you boosted through your day. It'll send you messages, right? It'll send you messages about your business. It'll send you messages about where you're at. You're keeping healthy. Yes, I love it. See, and then it makes you want to go say, when you see it, you go, I am amazing. And you love on yourself, because a lot of times in this industry and or whatever your role is in life, you're taking care of other people and not so much yourself. So it's a beautiful reminder to really do that. And then also there's another app where if you really want to get into these affirmations, it's called the Think Up app. It's like an orange little app with white, and you can literally say your own affirmations to yourself and listen to your own voice speaking life onto you. And you can, and you know, if you have that support of your husband, or you have that support of your kids, get them to also voice note, so that on those days where you're feeling kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do this, or you're trying to hit a goal, you're hearing back the people who love you the most, yourself first and foremost included, you know, cheering you on. You need that in your business, because when you feel that way and you're positive like that all the time, you're going to have more great days than you are going to have rainy days, no matter what the circumstance, no matter the season. Like, people can't believe like how calm I am and how peaceful I feel. And they're like, Toya, sing me a song. Toya, do whatever. Because they're like, how does she like constantly finding a reason? And I'm a mama of twins plus 3, I rock it out. They do drive me crazy, but I just keep choosing happy, choosing joy, and focusing on what I can control. So I think if you remember that, and you remember what you have to offer to people, your uniqueness is going to mean everything in your business, because that part of you is going to resonate with somebody else who's like you, and that's how you're going to grow your business. First and foremost, you are your own brand. You are your business. And then on top of that, we have the awesome products that we do to offer to people. So don't forget that. And you can learn and earn, learn and earn. So never feel defeated. Every time you try something, that is an attempt to continue to plant seeds, no matter if it worked or didn't in that moment, because people will show up when you least expect them to. And I find even when I'm going for a goal, people will, it just all of a sudden people show up. Yes, the Think Up app, use that, speak life onto yourself, lift yourself up on a daily, listen to your favorite song when you first wake up, you know, not to, and I don't mean this to be preachy at all, because this is whatever you need to build up yourself. You know what your needs are more than anybody else. So if you really just, you know, you start the day with listening to worship music, or you start the day listening to Pharrell's Because I'm Happy, your mood is going to change. I don't care if you stumped your toe out of bed. If you choose, you know what, my day ain't going to be like this. And I always tell my day what I expect out of it. I'm like, I'm expecting great things today. I'm expecting that I'm going to have this many people hit me up today about what I do. Lyric alarm. My house alarm's going off. Sorry. Quickly. Thank you. Ooh, Lord, thank you. Be safe. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful for our safety. But that's what I mean. Just being in that space all the time. Yes, princess. Not tonight, girl. No, ain't no fashion show. So you can say good night, Auntie Barb. Okay, good.
Good night, my girl.
Alrighty. So yeah, but I think if people really remember that, because I know when I first came in, I wanted to know everything. I was trying to make myself greener than I really was. And good night, love. Mwah. Saying good night to the twins. Okay. Good night, Kian. To you too. Love you. Say love you. Okay, I love you too, son. Kisses. Okay, sorry. When you first come in, you're kind of be like whatever. I just picked 3 products right off the bat that I knew I was like, I'm gonna try this, so I'm gonna rock with that, and I want to know these 3 products. That's what I did, and then eventually I just knew it to the point that when someone said something about keto coffee, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love the way it boosts my energy, my good mood, makes me feel full, and I'm like, woo, yeah, I know what it is. Same thing with the greens. I knew right away. It alkalines, detoxifies, and balances your body. I could say that. I can remember that. Don't overwhelm yourself, because that's going to be the first thing that's going to take you down. You just need to keep it simple, sweetie, and that's it.
Yeah. So true. I know. I was saying to, I was saying this to Devin earlier. Honestly, guys, print off your product flyer and go through and make notes beside each product. Read that brief description. That's all you need to know, honestly. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with feeling like you need to know all the details of every product, because that'll just stress you out and you won't have fun with it, right? At the end of the day, we don't have to be doctors and scientists. You can be confident and rest assured that the quality of our products is there, but anybody can go online and get the product PDF. They can get the ingredient information. They can take that to their pharmacist if they want to know what's safe. You don't have to all of a sudden know if somebody with high blood pressure can have, whatever, caffeine. That's up to them, and that's up to their pharmacist, you know what I mean? So don't feel like you have to be the one making decisions for anyone. We just present people with information and we help them make a decision. That's literally what our job is at the end of the day. We know that we've got the best products out there on the market. We know we've got an incredible compensation plan. And, when you think about, there's a lot of other opportunities out there, but at the moment, I don't know that it's going to be logically making sense for somebody to jump on board with, say, like a jewelry company, or to, jump on board with doing phone calls, customer service for, a company that's closed down right now, right? But like, there's not going to be as many jobs out there for people to find. But when we have a product line that's needed right now, we have to be loud with it, because I'll tell you that will make the difference. So that's why I really just wanted to kind of touch on the social media end of things, because we have to be loud. And so your story, look at that like a timeline of your day, your journal, and then your wall should be a little bit of past, present, future, okay? Because you have to talk about where you came from for people to relate to you. You have to talk about where you are now to show that you're here and you're ready to help them. And you have to talk about where you're going to get them caught up in the vision too, right? So many people are thinking small in life in general before all of this happened. And now people are thinking even smaller. People have got this like doomsday mindset about what's going to happen to their life and their future, when resourceful people say, hey, I'm going to find another angle. And this is the business of the future. We are like Amazon or Google or Uber or whatever. Like, we are one of those revolutionary businesses that right now is the solution for people. Sorry. I'm just going to mute, Shannon, I'm just going to mute your microphone just because it's just muffling a little bit. But feel free to mute yourself if you have anything you want to say. But hopefully that'll help with a little bit of the background noise. But yeah, so a couple key things to keep in mind, because I know a lot of people are like, where do I even start? So just to talk about the 5 F's of what you can use as a framework for something you can post about. The 5 F's are faith, family, food, friends, and fitness. So obviously those are just a few different categories that capture most of our life. So faith, what is it? Maybe you're just a hopeful person. Maybe you are a person of faith. However you choose to portray that. Your family matters to all of us, especially now, talking about being isolated from family, talking about being isolated with family. There's something about your story that everybody can relate to. And what food, right? Everybody's got different unique foods. It's a way that you let people get to know you. And you can create engaging things that way too, right? If you have a delicious meal that you make at home, don't just post it with the recipe. Post it and say, ask me for the recipe. Try and create engagement. Ask a question like, post your food and say, on a scale of 1 to 10, would you eat this? Whatever you can, rather than just posting, always try and think about what question are you asking with that post that's going to try and engage people to interact with it. That's going to help overall with what's called the Facebook algorithm or social media algorithms. And so that's where when you log into Facebook and your timeline, your newsfeed comes up and you're looking at people on there, I'm sure you have no idea why they appear in the order they appear in, or who you see first and why you see them first. All of those things are based on if you've interacted with them, how you've interacted with them, and all of those things. So if you interact with somebody, then you're going to show up more at the top of their timeline. If you want to talk to people about the business without needing to be in their face about it, you want to be at the top of their timeline. So things that you can do to help you stay at the top of their timeline is to interact with them. So that's where going through and liking your friends' posts, but not just liking it, then commenting on it. And I think Facebook algorithms are bumped higher if you comment more than 3 words. Okay. So if you can say like, oh, what a cute, family photo, or where were you? Like I'll ask a lot of questions like that, because then if I ask on their post, oh, where were you when you took this picture? And they comment back, this was on my trip to Atlanta. And then I can comment and say, oh my gosh, I've been to Atlanta too. What was your favorite spot? And if I can have dialogue with them on their comment, then that's going to boost me and their algorithms. And that's going to boost my algorithms overall, because it's telling Facebook, when I talk, people want to talk back with me. When I talk, people are listening. So doing things to engage your audience. And that's where you also don't want your friends list to get stale. So we talk about adding people all the time. And I know that's really overwhelmed me, guys. I did not build on social media. So this still is outside of my comfort zone, and know that what I'm talking to you guys about, I've been stretching myself too. But this is a huge way for us to just reach people. And so if we're intentional and we're strategic about the things that we're doing, it's not to take advantage of people. It's just to give ourselves better odds of people actually seeing what we're putting the effort to put out there. So we talk about adding new people all the time, and we want you adding like 50 new friends a day. And that can sound crazy. If you're on Instagram, you should be following like 100 people a day or something like that, they say. And again, like Facebook has a limit to how many friends you can have. Instagram has no limit. So that's the beautiful thing about that. And the more you can engage with people and get them interacting with you, asking interactive questions on your wall, where people engage and interact, even doing the host a post, right? When we do the giveaway draws, and we post that on our wall, that is really good for your engagement and your algorithm, just to get people interacting more with you. So those are a couple keys when it comes to posting, and I hope that's given you a few ideas of places to start. Again, it can seem overwhelming, and if you're finding that you don't have the time and you're having reasons why you can't do it because you're not organized enough, I'm going to suggest a couple things to you. Now, up to you and your personality, what works best for you. But if you have time when your kids are in bed and you're sitting around at night, maybe it's while you're watching TV or whatever your kind of downtime is. If it's something that you can kind of do on the side of that, would be great. But you can write up posts, or you can go and search out and find and copy and save posts. There's tons of resources on the team pages. So as you scroll through things, there's going to be some that resonate with you where you're like, oh, I could see myself tweaking that and posting it, or I would never post that, right? So take the things that sound like you and you could create a note section in your phone and save them into a note of all the posts that you would like to copy. You could take the time to tweak them and put your name in and your details and whatever else, and have them ready to go in your notes. Okay. You could also start an album on your phone. In your photo album, have an album where you've got the photos that you want to save. Now, the guys have a total advantage over us in this way, because guys are like ready to go all the time. Devin, you could get up every single day of the week and take a picture and you're going to look good no matter what. For us, you know, if you're a woman and you want to feel like you're dolled up before you take your pictures, or you take the time to do makeup before pictures, or whatever it might be, if that only happens for you, or if you're finding that you're home and that's not happening for you, take one day, put on your makeup, do your hair, change your shirt 5 times, take pictures of you in different rooms in your home, okay? Take pictures of you, make up different drinks, and take pictures of you with your collagen in 5 different shirts, with your hair up, with your hair down, by the window, in the backyard. Like, get creative, right? Create your content and don't make it feel overwhelming. Don't feel like you have to do it every single day, because that's overwhelming. And sometimes you look at people on like Joel Dunn or John and Sherry Lynn Alcala. They have like a professional photographer, I swear. All their pictures are like professionally done. And I'll look at their photos and be like, oh, you know, it's just, and then you start like holding yourself back from not doing it, right? No. Like, people want to see raw and real too. So be you. Show them when you're a mess some days, and show them when you look great some days. But talking about how you can work this business from anywhere, anytime, with what's going on. Talk about how you're using your products, you're incorporating your products, you're using them every single day. It may feel repetitive, but your story is a great place that will hold you accountable. Did you have your coffee today? Did you have your collagen today? Did you drink your hydrate today? You know, if you commit that you're going to do certain things, then make that a part of your story. Because when people see something consistently, they'll get a lot closer to wanting to try it. It's statistically proven that it takes every person an average of 7 to 21 times of seeing something before they are ready to commit and invest. So if you talk about the keto coffee every morning, it might take people a week or 2 or 3 before they actually message you and say, you know what, I need that keto coffee you've been drinking. Tell me more about it. Right? So don't feel like, oh, I posted my coffee yesterday. I shouldn't post coffee today. Don't think that. Post your coffee every day, especially in your story. You can get so creative and do so many different things with it. So tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, just tell me, have you made your own stories? If you have not made a story, then I want you to comment that, because maybe I should take a minute to show you guys. I love that. Shelly, that's a great tip. Perfect 365 will add makeup for you. Okay? Girls, I just gave you an out. Devin, you're still good. So there are definitely apps like even Instagram, right?
I just downloaded it.
Throw on a silly filter. I don't know if you guys have seen, if you have an iPhone 10 or higher, then you can actually do this. So
the video.
Yeah. I love it. So I was showing the girls this the other day. So if you go into your Messenger and you go at the bottom where all the characters are, so you click on the little the monkey face, okay? You can create a memoji. So originally it'll be a plus, and you go in here and you create a memoji that looks like you, okay? So this is my memoji of me. But what's cool is that I can actually record while I'm talking. So when I'm looking at my phone, and I can say, hey, just wanted to touch base with you today and see how everything was going. And you move your head around too. Touch base with you today and see how everything was going. Right? So it like, hey, just wanted to touch base with you today and see how everything was going. Right? So it's cute. And then you can send it out to people. Once you've sent it, you can also save it as like a video file. So you may have seen I've posted them in my story before. But again, if you don't feel like you look good, there's no excuses. Turn yourself into like a shark. You can be whatever you want.
Today and see how everything was going.
I didn't know it saved it and automatically converted it. I'm still new to all of this myself.
Hey, just wanted to touch base
You could
today
be a
and see
warthog,
how everything was going.
guys. Anyways, all right. So
Hey,
there,
just wanted to touch base with you today.
we're out of there. Anyways, there are some fun apps that you can get creative with and like try something new. And, you know, just honestly, we need to not make excuses, right? Krista, I know it's so fun.
Well, you know what, Barb? Another thing
Yes.
that people can do is think ahead. So like, for instance, right now we do have the time. Most of us now do have the time to work on stuff. So what I've been trying to do is think of stories like 3 days at a time. Like I look up what's happening in the world over the next 3 days. Is it a national holiday? Is it like siblings day, something, whatever. And I pick out little things so then I can and I put a reminder right away in my phone. So first thing in the morning, it sends me a reminder, today's siblings day, today's whatever. So I can remember to mention it, you know? Things like that will help people engage, even with if you find your favorite musical artist, if that's your thing, like if music's your background, then you can say, oh, happy birthday, Michael Jackson. Like, you know, and then play a favorite song, or what's your favorite Michael Jackson song? Again, how to engage people. Same thing, I do polls and I show my kids acting crazy in the background. And then I'm like, how many moms can say their day started with this today? And if it didn't, what do I do? So then when people, whichever one they pick, I respond back to them and I just say, okay, girl, you're not alone. This is not an abnormal moment. We rock. We're super moms. And then they start to talk to me. And same thing if somebody's like, I didn't have that kind of day today. I'm like, well, how did your day not sound like that? Some people laugh and go, I don't have kids, ha ha ha. Or, you know, they'll just, whatever the engagement is, but you're engaging with those people. And then they have a tendency to go, let me follow because I want to see what else this person's going to do if they're not already following you. So think of the reasons that you tend to follow somebody new that just pops up on your screen. What was it about them that engaged you? Even me now, I've just been coming on because a lot of people have not been hearing positive chatter, and I just come on and I'm like, hello kings and queens, how y'all doing today? I just want to see how everybody's doing. I'm just doing a check. How are we doing? I've been snacking too much on quarantine, so tomorrow I'm starting on my cleanse. Who wants to start with me? Who wants an accountability partner? Who wants whatever? And the amount of people who will mention things to me and say, oh my gosh, like, you know, wow, I thought I was by myself. I thought I was just eating my life away here, because people are making funny memes, but not everybody's going to admit, oh crap, I am one of those people who, yes, I am one of those people who are snacking away and don't know. And they're just being so carefree because it's making them feel comfortable. But now I'm like, listen, I gotta start getting myself busy. I'm gonna prepare myself some snacks, do a meal prep. I show my meal prep. You know, so many people are like, oh, what was that on the left side of your picture? Was that chicken? Yeah. So you just really have to be open enough to show who you are. How would you introduce yourself to somebody? I literally was just challenged the other day from a course that I was doing, and they said, challenge yourself by doing a 3-minute selfie video. Literally just basically talking about who you are and why you connect to people. Like, what is it about you? What is uniquely you? And so I did that. And I was like, I didn't write anything down. I just said, okay. And it couldn't be more than 3 minutes. So they said, eventually you'll take your 3 minutes to 30 seconds where you can be powerful in 30 seconds to share the power of what your story is, because your story will inspire and will resonate with somebody else. And so I was like, okay, cool. So now I have it where I can say, hey, my name is Latoya. I'm a mama of twins +3, and I am a happy queen to my king. And I never thought that I'd be able to utter those words, especially when I was sitting at 338 pounds. Now, 100 pounds plus later, I am enjoying my health and my life and everything that's come along with it. And now I'm connected to a business that helps me to maintain that, uphold that. I get to enjoy other people, travel, and live a life of abundance that makes me feel comfortable and happy every day. And I never thought I'd be able to say that. And now I want to share that with you. So many people are going to be like, oh my gosh, first of all, they get stuck on, you were 338 pounds, girl, bye. Did you not hear it was your bedtime? How'd you get out your room, girl? So even moments like that, when I'm doing a live and my daughter comes into the scene, I'm just like, I roll with it. The same way I talk to her every day, that's what I do. And people are like, oh my gosh, that was too funny. I wanted to do that to my kid today. I told my kid you had time out. They're like, I didn't do anything. They're like, I know, but I needed you out of my space. So it's like, whatever connects. But I shared that. I did that for myself. And then I shared it with a girlfriend and I said, do you think this really captures me? She was blown away. She was like, LaToya, that is you in a nutshell. That is who you are. So if you understand who you are, then you understand what you have to offer. It's not your business to care what anybody else thinks about what you're doing. Because if they're not paying your bills, if they're not the one who's laying beside you and helping you take care of your family, well, then guess what? It doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter. You have to do what you have to do for you and your family and know your why. And I know my why. So when people ask me, what made you want to lose weight? I know what the reason was. What made you want to be in this place? Like, how are you able to connect with people? Because I chose that I wanted to be happy. And I know that if I'm making others happy, it's infectious. It's contagious. And I love it. And I feel like every time I do it, more people keep coming and flowing in my direction, especially when I really need it. And I think right now, why you all showed up was because you really needed something right now. There's such a gift in this time.
All ready for more.
Right.
That's what it is.
Trailblazers, especially under Barb Hauser.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And yes.
All right. Well, I want to give you guys some practical tips so that we can really just like absolutely take steps forward in your business. So for anybody that is not familiar with making stories, I see comments from a couple of you guys. So I'm going to show you guys just really quickly with my phone. I was trying to see if I could screen share it here, but it's not seeming. Actually, I wonder if hang on. I think I might have this. Let me just join from here. All right, so I'm going to join on this device. There we go. Okay, let me try and share this. Okay. This is new. Let me see if this is working. Can you guys see my screen now? Okay, well, it may not let me. I really wanted to show it on here. Wonder if I have to be host. Hang on. Let's try this. All right, well. I just got an iPad and I did this so I could screen share with you guys, but it's not letting me connect my phone.
Tell us when you're ready, Barb. While Barb is looking for that, guys, if you have Snapchat, you can use Snapchat. It's like, it does like almost a minute, sorry, baby. It does an almost a minute filming straight. And you can use the Snapchat and use any of the filters that you like, because sometimes you don't find any good fun ones on IG and whatever, but you can use that. And then you can set it so that it automatically saves onto your camera roll. So when you go into your IG and you click on add story, you hold the button with your profile picture once you're in the home section, not your actual page, but where the feed comes up. Click on the left-hand corner on your own picture, hold it, and it'll say add story, click yes, and you'll see what your recent videos are. It'll show you screenshots you can pick from any one of those places. So then you just use that Snapchat video implement it in there, and then you can add words if you like. You can add music if you like. If you just click on the music, and you can type in your favorite artist, and that's it. So you can have little key ways. I always tell people start small with that, and you don't always have to show your face. Okay. Sometimes I literally just will show myself making my keto coffee and adding my greens. Sometimes I'll be talking like, hey guys, just getting my normal coffee, because I might have my mask on my face and I'm not really trying to like be on camera yet, but I want to make sure that I'm posting. So those are little tips and stuff that you can use in order to do a video and not feel overwhelmed. You ready now, Barb?
I think so.
Oh, screen sharing is caring, is caring.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're almost, I don't see it yet, but
Just asking me to say trust.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this is not, I did not practice clearly before doing this, guys. Not giving me the option to trust the computer. Oh, okay. I don't know why that's not working, but
It's trying.
is it
Yeah,
trying?
it's saying
Yeah.
started screen sharing, but it's not doing it.
One more time. Oh, I can do it via AirPlay. Okay. Okay. Nope, that is not working. All right. Last resort here. We'll try this, and if not, then I'm just gonna hold it up to the phone and show you. Yeah, no, it's not doing anything. All right, well. All right, guys, sorry for my technical, I'm so not a technical person. If anybody is, feel free to help me anytime. Figure this out.
Well, it's thinking about it again.
I know, it's just like it says connect to your iPhone or iPad to this computer. When prompted on your iPhone or iPad, select trust, but nothing is coming up on my iPhone to allow me to trust it. So anyways, okay, well, I will figure this out for the next one. But for now, just to show you guys how to make a story. So you can set up your Instagram to share directly to your Facebook. You can link the two accounts together. And then if I post on Instagram into my story, it will also post it into Facebook in my story. So you just go to Instagram, and then you're gonna click on the little camera up in the top. So it'll show your story here. So I can go through, and this is my story from earlier. And then I had
I
an
don't
error.
think they can see.
I will try and.
I saw Yvonne trying to see it.
Okay, so here, see the little camera up in the top corner? Okay,
Yep.
so this is for your story. And down here, the plus sign in the middle, this is for a post. Okay, so this is like posting on your wall, posting in your story. Okay, so when you click on here to post in your story, then you can swipe up, or you can take a video in here. Okay, so this is, I was showing Julie the other day, this is down here, you can do a boomerang, and a boomerang is like a video that moves, right? So if I do a boomerang of, then it would, see how it does? It's like a 3-second video, it does back and forth. That's really not attractive, but anyways. And then if you slide over to where it says super zoom on the bottom, okay, this gives you a couple different filters. So now I'll put my
Hey,
sound
Barb.
on. Yeah.
Say that you have to touch the words though to get to the super zoom.
Yeah, so you touch the words on the bottom and slide this menu across. Okay.
You can see that good.
Good. So you're gonna slide it over to super zoom, and then when you do a super zoom video, the heart It does this and it like zooms in for you. I'm not moving my camera, but it's zooming in my camera, right? Hey, Jessie.
Hi.
So that's one of the super zooms, but there's several multiple ones that you can do. So you can do the fire one. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
So anyways, there's a whole bunch of different ones that you can do there. Like I noticed today you can do a rewind one. So you can make a video and then save it playing backwards. So like how cool would that look on your story if you like had your kids running towards you and then you posted a video of them running backwards, right? So just to get creative with, that's going to make people want to watch and see what's happening in your story.
Is
Or
this all
unmaking
available
coffee.
on Facebook as well?
Pardon me?
Can you do all this kind of stuff on Facebook as well? Like I don't have Instagram.
Yes. Yeah. So I'll show you that in a minute. I was only doing Facebook for a while and now I'm trying to do it on Instagram because I've linked them. So if I do it here, it'll share to the other one. I like some of the text they have on Instagram better. But so you can go, so if you're going to make a post in your story, you can go to the swipe over to where it says type. And then, you know, you could put, guess what? You know, and then have this be, so then you can have this be your story that you're going to post about the 2 for 99 or 2 for 66, right? So then you press the little arrow. And then when you get back to this screen, now you can choose to add things onto it. Okay. So up here, you can add text. So if I add text, I can say, you know, what am I doing here? Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. So I pressed on the, okay, so if you press on the A's, the little A's, that'll let you type. So you could say breaking news. Okay, so I typed breaking news. It's in the same font as I did before. If I want to change the font, I go up here and I hit this little button in the middle. So now I can get different fonts on the words, right? Then I can also change the color down here. So I can turn it blue instead. And then when I say done,
Oh my goodness, that's
now I've got these words that I can turn. I can move them, I can shrink them, I can grow them, okay?
You can do the same thing on Facebook, Yvonne.
oh good.
Yeah, all of this you can do on Facebook too. Okay, so then you can go into your, click the little square button up in the top corner and that'll bring you in here. Now there's a whole bunch of different options. I don't know if you guys can read it. But you can, so you can search a GIF. So say, because this is an exciting thing, you could say excited face, okay? So if I type in excited face, it's gonna pull up and show me all these moving emojis or GIFs of excited faces, okay? So, or there's words. These words say so excited for this. So I could click these words that say so excited for this. I can, oh, those are the wrong words. So then I can take the green words, right? And again, I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller, I can do whatever I want with it and move things around. But the most important thing when you guys are doing stories is to do your own polls, okay? Anytime you take a story and you share it where there is a poll where there's 2 options for people to vote, you have to put your own voting on it because people are touching your picture thinking they're voting and there's no way for you to know that they're clicking on that unless you have your own active poll, okay? So you can add your poll here. You can type in a question if you want, or you can just use the box for 2 answers. Now your 2 answers should be positive. So both of them should be either like, yes, I'm in, or I need more info. Or like, yep.
You can only do that with one picture, not when you're doing multiple ones, right?
When you're making a post?
Yeah, for the stories,
Um,
a poll.
well, you can put a poll on one page of your story.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
So
it.
I usually do the story and then I end it by the poll. So I'll say, I'm so curious, or I love a deal, right? So then I've got that poll there, and then I click done up here. And then I can move my poll down here. I can make it bigger. I can do whatever, okay? And then you can save your poll, your page, if you create something and you want to save it, okay? So you can save it here, whatever you've created. It's going to save it as a movie if you've got any moving anything on it. And then when you're ready to post it, you're going to say send to. And because I have it set up to go to my Facebook story as well, it's going to come up and just make sure that I want to send it to all of those. So I'm going to cancel and not post that one that was a mess, but that gives you an idea of that. And then I haven't done the music ones. I know I've seen Toya does more of those, but I'll go over to Facebook now too, just so you can see. So when you're here on Facebook on your profile and you click add story, okay, it brings you in here. Now, if you want to take a picture from your camera roll, okay, and you're going to post that, you're going to swipe up and it's going to open your whole camera roll. Okay. So now I've got I have this story that I saved that I want to post. So I'm going to open the picture. Okay. Now I screenshot this from someone else clearly because it screenshot all of the stuff on the top of my screen. Okay. I can take this picture and I can expand it. Well, it's hard to do it. I'm not looking at it. Okay. I can expand it so that I can cut off that time and date. Okay.
Barb,
So I've expanded it to fill the whole view. Yep.
so with anytime you take a picture, if you want to screenshot it without the person's information, just hold the screen and
I know how, I do know how to do it, but
okay.
it is,
I was
yeah.
just saying
So
for
when
anybody else who doesn't know, you just hold the screen
True.
and screenshot
Yeah.
it that way.
I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so if you go onto my story from earlier, okay, see how you can see my name up at the top? If you press and hold, other than I'm clicking on the wrong thing. If you press and hold here, see how my name and the date goes away? Okay, so if I had just screenshot that.
Yeah,
Right.
I've tried that before and I still get the names and dates on it.
You have to press and hold, and you have to press it in the right spot, right?
Oh, okay, right spot is key, I guess.
Well,
You
and
have to have
you'll
three
get
fingers.
the hang of it as you do it. But yeah, so you'll just like press and hold while you screenshot. So you have to be coordinated. Press and hold and screenshot it all at the same time. But if you guys are in the Telegram app, I trust that all of you are. Okay. So when you go into the Telegram app, I've created this group here. Okay. And there's all these different stories that you can post about various products. Okay.
Oh, I think this is the app I was having problems
Yes,
with.
this is the app called
That's all the
Telegram.
pictures I sent you today.
Yeah, you sent me a ton of them.
Yeah.
That was so
Okay.
great.
So when you go into Telegram, so say for example, this one, there's like, see how it's a whole story of 10 photos all connected?
Yeah.
If I had, this is the reason why I did Telegram, is because if you have an iPhone, when you click on this and you go to save it,
yeah,
it'll give you the option to share just the one page or all 10 photos at once. So I can save all 10 photos, save to my camera roll.
Yeah.
And now that entire story is in my camera roll.
Which
Okay.
app was that one again, Barb?
That's in Telegram.
Okay, I'll
So
try
now
it.
if I go in and I want to add to my story and I swipe up, that new story is there now. Okay. And it should be in order. So I'm going to start with the first one down at the bottom. I'm going to expand it to fill the screen. I'm going to overlay a couple moving things onto it, whatever. And then once I get
These
to the
things
full
I should be
story,
writing down. I can't even write. Come hold
and then
this
you're
thing
going
with
to just
me.
put a whole story on at the end there, or a poll, sorry, on your last page of the story. So does that make sense? You guys good with that?
Now, Telegram app, do I have to do at Yvonne?
For your name?
Yeah, because I wasn't doing the at symbol last time. I didn't know if that was the
No,
reason why it wasn't downloading.
you created a Telegram app or a
I
Telegram.
did try, but it didn't work. I tried a couple times and it wasn't working.
Oh, there you are. I can see you. I found you, Yvonne Whiting.
What?
Okay, so I will add you to that.
How come it's not working for me? I think I even deleted it.
That's funny. Okay, so I am gonna, so anybody, once you get in here, you can, that link that I've sent to most of you, if you're a new distributor, that list of all the groups with the links, Telegram is the bottom one there. All right, Yvonne, you are in the group. It is done.
I guess.
All right, so did that help with stories though?
Yeah.
I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. If you need to hop off, I totally get it. But I just wanted to kind of make myself available to you guys too, because everybody's at a different place with their business. What is it that you're working on? What is it that you're working towards? I did want to talk about really quickly, and I still can't screen share this, so I won't be able to, but all right. So in your back office, you are going to find the April game plan. Okay. This is in the document library. So when you log in, if you go to document library and you click, if you just type into the search bar, April, it'll come up. It's called the April game plan goal sheet. And it just says, there's never been a better time to work from home. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. You can't assume people know what you do from social media alone. Make sure you're reaching out and inviting people to learn more about what we do. Right now, you can invite people to the lives we're doing each day at 12 and 8 to learn more about working from home from the comfort of their home. Send them to your replicated site, itworksfromhome.com. Some ideas of how you can start inviting your guests to learn more. And then it gives a few scripts. So it says, don't use the scripts for verbatim, put your personality into them and personalize each one. And guys, that makes a huge difference when you make it sound like you. Change the name, put the person's name in it to be like personal, change the emojis, what those slight little differences, again, that helps with your Facebook algorithm. Because if you're sending out the same message all the time, Facebook can tell that too. So you can say things like Friday's a payday for a lot of people, or Friday is a payday for a lot of people. Follow up on Thursday, make a list of everyone who says they get paid tomorrow. So you can touch base again on Friday to help them place their order. Hey, my company launched a new website to help those of us looking for a way to work from home and bring in extra income during this time especially. Would you be open to learning more? Or, hey, I know we've been chatting about you partnering with me so you can bring in some extra income. I'd love to invite you to a live event with more info. It's right on my website tomorrow night. It starts at 8 and should be less than 20 minutes. Are you open to checking it out? If so, I'll send you the link. And then the more scripts. Hey, I'm not sure if you know, but I'm just getting started with an amazing health and wellness company. We're having a few live events this week with more info right on my website. It'll be 15 minutes or so, and you can watch right from your phone or computer. Do you want the link to check it out tonight at 8? Are you free right now? One of my close friends is going to be live on my website soon. Should be only 20 minutes or less. It'll be super casual, but should answer a lot of questions. Can you tune in and message me after? I can help answer any questions you might have. So great things, right? And then just reminding you, like, touch base and follow up with people if they haven't answered you back. And then just talking about completing your steps to success. So this is our goal all the time, guys. 6 customers and 3 distributors. If that is your goal and your game plan and you bring in at least that every month, then you are on track to keep growing your business. And obviously success loves speed too. So anything that you can do, the faster you can pick up momentum, the faster you can get your team duplicating. When you can help your team do things, that is also really essential. So this is our steps to success that we all should be working all the time. Pretty much the same thing, 6 customers and 3 distributors. It just reminds people about that they get their 3 product rewards with that. And there's also this really great brainstorming page of like, who do you know that could use some of these products? Honestly, guys, it sounds simple. If you've been in for a while, you're like, oh, I've heard this, I've done that. Honestly, I am using these tools. I am going back to square one. I have been on every single live every night at 8 o'clock, and I am sharing them live. I am inviting people to them every day. If you're not taking advantage of them, like, the company is going to so much trouble to reinvent themselves, to think, and they have big people from marketing that have done, training to be able to do this. So I think it's important for us to understand, like, the tools that we have, the resources they're giving us are there for a reason, and we need to plug in and take advantage of that. So I hope that you are plugging it, because it's getting me lit up. Like, even just hearing other people's stories and being like, why haven't I tried that? That's a great idea. You know, I need to have that kind of drive. I love the passion in her voice. Like, just those little things, it'll inspire you as well. So the steps to success and the game plan are in the back office. And then you
The
all
document
should have
library, you said?
in the document library. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is your Ruby chart for anybody that is new in the business. This is your first goal for promotion. And you just need 3 distributors on your team. And then you need each of them getting volume. So we're going to work with each of our distributors. It's important to get them plugging into these duplicatable systems too, to bring in their own customers and and own distributors so that they can start moving forward and lining themselves up for promotions. So as you get as you're bringing on distributors and customers, talk to your upline. We will help you game plan and brainstorm and see, you know, what makes sense about where you're placing people into your chart and your team. But you want to be intentional about it. You want to be strategic about it. And then you can go into your back office and you can actually go into your reports, and you can look, and we can show you the formula for how you figure out where your volume is for your team right from the very beginning of the month. So if you already had distributors in last month, figure out if they've got some customers, what is their volume projected to be at this month? And then you know how much more you need to come in new. And I love, like, this promotion that we've got going on, guys. This Pick 2 promotion is insane, and we need to be loud about it because it's only till the 12th. And we're going to kick ourselves if we drag our heels and we don't talk to people about it until the 8th, and they don't get paid until, you know, the 12th, but they could have just gotten paid this week. And if we talked to them today, they could have afforded it. You know what I mean? So let's be bold and remember that we're not being aggressive, guys. I am the last person that wants to be an aggressive salesperson. And I know that that's your hearts too. It's not about being aggressive. It's about being assertive and bold, because we have something that the world needs right now. And so they don't know, that people don't know what they don't know. They don't know a company like this exists. They don't know products like this exist. They don't know a business like this exists. So we've got to talk to them about that. So that is a little bit of everything all thrown at you tonight spontaneously. Who has questions? What are you guys working through in your business? What kind of questions do you have about, you know, ideas that you're looking for, or things that you're struggling with, or something you've seen and you want to know where to find? Like, this is your time.
Oh, I know. I asked you if there was another place for more stories, like in the app, to look.
In the Telegram app, I have a whole bunch more to upload.
Okay.
So I will get on that tonight. I will upload those when we get off here.
I've used Pinterest too. Like, I've gone to Pinterest and I
Pinterest is
put in like
amazing,
it works, wraps or hair, skin and nails, and then like you'll see a bunch of reps, like they would have posted stuff too. So if you just save that image, like download the image to your phone, then you have that as well.
Yeah. And there's some great apps, honestly, guys. Like, there's so all of these are a few of the apps that I've got. So Live Collage, this one's good as a collage app. I used to use this a lot for before and after pictures. Word Swag is, again, a font app.
Yeah, I use that all the time.
It gives you really pretty fonts. I've been using this forever. This one you do, I think it is like $3 or $6 or something for it. PixArt is the one where you bring in one picture, and then, so if you've seen me do the welcome images and stuff, I bring in one picture and then I bring in another picture and lay it over top. That's all through PixArt. Rona Collage, I don't use that one as often. And PicTap Go, this is a really good one for editing and fine tuning if there's something you want to blur out or alter a little bit. Unfold is another good kind of story app. Boomerang takes those little 3-second videos that go back and forth. Over, this is a more expensive app. This one's like $14.99 a month, I think. But this is the one that makes all the pretty stories that you guys are seeing. Okay. So it takes a lot of time. to overlay and to make all the layers of them. And then sometimes, you know, I'll make a picture in here and then I'll take it back to WordSwag and then I'll add font on it and then I'll take it into PixArt and add sparkles, you know, so it can be time consuming. It's really not my forte. I spend a lot of too long on it probably.
We appreciate it.
One of the apps that I really love is Lightroom. Now, if any of you guys do download this, let me know and I can send you my templates or my presets. But basically when you go in here, let me just find a picture to show you how this would work. Let me try and find a dark one. Where is a good one? Okay, so say for example, I had this picture, okay? Some people like to play with like the shadows and the lighting and all this kind of stuff, right? I don't. So what I have is you can go here to presets. And when you click on those presets, it gives you a few of these ones. So usually you pay for them. I paid I think I paid $60 or something for these ones that I have. And somehow it's working that I've been able to forward my email to other people and they've been able to download my presets. So if you guys get Lightroom and you want them, then this is something that it's really simple. So, okay, so I just put the wild filter over it. Okay, so this is the original, this is wild. So it just brightens it up. Okay, I could also go to vintage. Okay, so now it's more vintage. This is the original, this is vintage. So anyways, it's just something that it makes your pictures look a little bit more crisp, but it doesn't take a whole lot of time or thought. That is what I love about it. So yeah, so those are a couple apps that I would recommend if you really want to play with it, but it's like, don't feel overwhelmed by any of it. That's why I've put together that Telegram group so that you guys have stories to use at your disposal that are ready to go. But just make sure that, especially if you post anything that's got a poll on it, cover that with your own poll. Don't leave it just a picture of a poll because people get irritated when they're tapping and they can't respond. And what's super cool about it, the reason that you want to do this is, let me see if I can find one in here where you can see. So if you look at my story, okay, so after your story is played, okay, so this is my story. And when you click down here in the bottom for the number of people that have seen it, so 93 people have seen my story. I had 2 people that voted on it, that they want chocolate veggies, please, okay? So it tells me the names of the people who voted. So then I can click on their name. If I click on their name, it immediately takes me into my messenger with her. So she commented on my poll earlier. So I texted her back and said, thanks for commenting on my poll. I'd love to get you some of our chocolate greens with these amazing savings. How many people in your home drink chocolate milk? So she hasn't answered me yet, but that's how you can tell that. So you can slide across. Oh, what did I do there? You can slide across and see the different pages of your story. You can see how many people have interacted with each page of it, and different things too, okay? So that is.
Okay, let me just stop you right there for a second.
Yeah.
So I did, so in my stories I had polls and then it showed me you. And then it said one other, but the other is like someone who I'm not friends with and that's I can't see who it is. So how do I know who tapped on my thing? I can't. So unless I'm friends with that person, how do I see that?
You can, every once in a while, you could put something in your story saying, hey, just so you know, if you vote on my polls, I can't see unless we're friends. So make sure to shoot me a friend request.
Yeah, because it's happened
right?
quite a
Like
few
add
times,
something like
and
that
it's
to your
like,
story.
shit. I'm like,
You
who
don't
that?
really know,
Who that
right?
person wanted my stuff? And it's
But
like,
here's another
was
suggestion.
I can't find who.
Here's a suggestion.
Yeah, baby.
So when you have people who view, you can't always see who answers your poll. However, you always see who views your poll.
No,
So
No,
it won't show me
no, you
that.
don't.
Like
On-
it,
on
it
which
won't
one?
show me. It won't show me that person. Hold on, I'm gonna go try and find it
It won't
because
show you any of your
it
followers.
had the one.
It doesn't show any followers. It only shows your friends.
Yeah,
No. On mine, I have people who I definitely don't follow, and I after they've seen my poll, I see, oh, maybe they've now started to follow me. But if I go check my polls prior to, I can see who views my page. It's
see,
and
I don't know if
it's
you can
because I'm on
see.
business setting.
Okay, so here's the people that viewed my poll,
Mhm.
Yep.
but then right at the bottom, it says one other.
Yeah.
But it's
So that's
like,
just their
and
setting.
then when I
That's
the little
just them
question
being
mark,
private. Yeah.
No,
oh,
that's how it
because
always
well,
That's
it
them
says
being private. That's a private account.
the
So
question
that's
mark has, like, when I tapped on the question mark, it says, since this story is public, people you're not friends with can also see it.
Yeah.
You can change your story settings
But it'll always have
anytime.
your others down at the bottom. Once you scroll to the very bottom, Toya, if you check yours too, you will have some down here that are your others, and it's the people that are following you who aren't friends.
Yeah,
Okay, hold
so
on,
people
okay.
you're not friends with can also see it, but it doesn't mean to say
But it's
I
good.
can find, like, I can't see who they
Encouragement
are.
to all of us that everybody is interested in what it is that we're sharing and what we're talking about, but they might just not be responding yet. They might not.
It's talking. Hold on, baby.
That's all right. So
He's
I'm
not
just
high.
gonna have to wait and see,
So I'm scrolling all the way down.
because I see who the person is.
No, I don't have what you guys have, and I don't know if you guys have your IG set to personal or business setting. But mine is on business setting, and it lets me see who responds to my polls, who are the repetitive people who view me, even if they don't participate in my poll.
Business
Like,
setting?
yeah, you can do your IG in a business setting, and
Yeah,
it gives you more
we're
options
we're
to see
just
what.
talking about. It's on Facebook though. On Facebook, your followers.
Yeah, it's just Facebook, and my profile is public.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm going into my Facebook,
Yeah, it's the same.
and it's at the
Anyway.
bottom of your story. Is it at the bottom of your story?
It's, yeah, on my stories.
That's all right. Well, we won't get like, we can keep discussing that and whatnot, but does anybody else have any other questions about anything in your business, or anything you want to share, or you want advice on?
That was my main thing. Is just to find out who these people
Yeah,
are.
I know. Trust me, it's our ambassador chat got blown up about it because everybody's tried to figure it out and
Yeah.
nobody can.
Oh,
Um,
How would you respond? Like, I know quite a few people that are interested in the product, and I've shared this promotion that's happening, the 2 for 66, and I get a lot of response that, oh, I would so want to get it, but I can't afford it. I have no money coming in.
Well, my option is always, well, if you're wanting to get started on the products, then I'd love to help you start. It sounds like you need the income. So I'd love to help you get some products. You need the income. So I'd love to help you get some products for free. We can get you set up as a distributor. You'll get a $66 cashback bonus and a $200 shopping spree to buy whatever products you're most excited about.
So you promote the business side of things.
Always.
Okay.
Yeah. If somebody doesn't have the income, they need this,
Okay, good.
That's a good question. Yeah. Anybody else? Things you're working on?
What's that?
I said, anybody else? Is there things you're working on? I want to see every single one of you. If your goal is to go towards that diamond bonus, I want to help you all hit at least Ruby this month. But
Okay, let's do it.
like, it's so doable, guys. I'm just going to share this last bit of inspiration with you, and then you can go. This is my anniversary month. You might have heard me say this. It's a very exciting month. But honestly, I look back and I'm like, I joined in April 21st, I joined. And by the end of April, in the matter of 9 days, I think there was 26 people on our team in the matter of those 9 days. And so anything can happen in a very short period of time. I believe that April is the month of miracles. I believe that major big change things happen this month. And I think that especially with life, major big things are changing this month. And this is an opportunity for people to rise from the ashes. I want to tell you that my friend Marwa, who promoted last month, some of you guys might have seen that I promoted her. She's the first Arab ambassador in the company. And she, like her entire team, like they're all Arabic, but she has connected with this community and she put her head down. And these are women who've come from another country, who are new to North America, who don't have money, who don't have an opportunity. And she's giving them an opportunity. And she's not like pussyfooting around about it. You know, she's not saying like, well, if you want to work the business, she's like, this is what you need to do. And I think it's important for us to remember that too, because as much as this is a self-motivated business, a self-driven business, it's your own personal business, people come into this business with an employee mindset, right? They're not used to being their own boss. They're not used to figuring out what they need to do to work every day. They need somebody to be their boss. And my personality, I don't like to be the boss. I don't want to tell anybody what to do. I like to collaborate and work together as a team. And I don't like to like give tough love. It's a hard thing for me. But people come into this looking at us to set the expectations. And so it's kind of the same thing when they join. If we expect that they can only afford to do the 133, they're only going to do the 133. If we expect that they're going to come in and we set the expectation. So Marwa, when somebody joins her team, they have to buy 3 products. Now, I mean, if you meet her, she's the sweetest person and she's not like an aggressive person in any way, but she says, okay, if you're wanting to jump into this business and make income, then you need to choose 3 products that you're going to use and create a testimony with, and you need to use them consistently. So what 3 products are you going to get? And let's add those. And she makes them order them with their starter kit so that they're coming into the business committed, right? Because if people get their kit and it's only for a week, they're either going to use it and it's going to be gone, or they're going to hold on to it thinking, oh, what if I need to sample it? Or what if I need to sell it? And that immediately is scarcity mindset. And if you want to succeed with anything in life, you have to have abundance mindset. And so this month, you guys all need to reset and have this abundance mindset of saying anything and everything is possible this month. So what expectation am I setting? People that are coming in, I mean, we're not being insensitive and we're not demanding for people to spend money on anything, obviously. But if we truly believe that people are going to be successful, when I joined this business, we were so beyond broke. Matt and I were about to get a divorce. We were 1 mortgage payment away from losing our house. We were in a terrible financial situation. And when I joined, it wasn't 100, it was 199 US to join. Okay. So for me, that was a lot of money that I didn't have. But the girl that I joined under, she said, if you want to go big with this, you need to buy the big booster pack. Okay. You know, when you go through the enrollment, that big $889 pack at the bottom, she was like, if you want to be serious with this, if you want to actually grow an income, you need to buy the big pack. Guys, I borrowed the money to buy that big pack. And at the time, it was all wraps, right? And I didn't even believe in the wraps when I joined, but I bought this pack with 32 wraps in it. And then I was like, oh crap, what have I done? I've got 32 wraps. I don't want to be stuck with these. I'm going to be out the money. So I need to hustle right now and I need to sell these wraps and get them on people. Well, what that ended up leading to was that I made $1,500 in wrap cash my first month in the company.
So what did you do to sell them? Just post something on Facebook?
How much do we sell them?
Pardon?
No, it was all one-on-ones. It was me meeting people and wrapping them and selling wraps and dropping them off so that people could try them for themselves, right? Because that was the only visible results product that we had at the time. The greens were good. That made sense. I could explain the greens to people. And when I joined, we had orange greens, which didn't really taste very good. They tasted better than the greens.
But I like the orange one.
I was not a fan of the orange.
I like it.
So for us to have like not a whole lot of products to work with, and yet I still was able to go out there, but because I was out there wanting to sell my samples, I brought in so many prospects. I had so many people that had tried the products that for the next weeks, all I was doing was following up with those people like, hey, are you ready to do your own transformation yet? You know, are you ready to complete your treatment yet? And so that allowed me that follow-up space. So it's the same thing now though, when people are coming into the business, if we're being like, it's only 133, just the 133, then they're gonna feel like that 133 was a big investment. Where if you think about it, if you came into this business and you bought more than the starter pack, that's probably one of the reasons that you're on this call, because you fell in love with the products, you saw more results, you became more motivated to share that with other people, you're more convicted and passionate and all of that because you were a product of the product. If people join and they say, I don't have the money, I don't want to run an auto ship. No, nobody has to run an auto ship. Nobody has to spend money after they join the business if they don't want to. But if they're not willing to invest in the products themselves, what kind of energy is that putting off to attract other people to buy the products off them?
That reminds
Right?
me, do the new greens, the super greens taste like chocolate?
They do. They taste pretty much the exact same. Yeah.
So I don't have to
know,
disappoint Jesse.
trust me, I was feeling the same way. I do have some. So if we were together, I'd let you try them, but I'll try them on behalf of all of you guys. What I should do actually is, maybe what I'll do is I'll do like a live taste test with my kids, because the kids haven't really tried them, and I'll see, I'll have them try one and the other. Which one do you like better? And
Sounds good.
and see if they notice a difference. But yeah.
Will the
So,
super
I mean,
greens come in the berry as well?
Pardon me?
Will the super greens
Super
come in
greens,
the
yeah,
berry?
they come in both the berry and the
Okay,
chocolate.
good.
Yeah, I'll show you them. The nice thing is they both actually come in the, oh, maybe I don't have a chocolate here. There's the chocolate. So they are the exact same size and everything with the berry and the chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was panicking.
I know. Trust me, I was for you when we first got the super greens. I was like, oh no, because they do have a blend of different ingredients in them, but they've done a really great job with the taste. So yeah, so that's, anyways, all I was saying is at the end of the day, everything and anything is possible this month. Set high expectations, you know, ask people. It never hurts to ask. You know, what products are you going to want to use consistently for yourself? Why don't we save you the shipping by getting them with your starter kit, right? And get them committed to their own adventure, because people are going to watch their journey, and that's it. If you want them to be consistent in their stories, they've got to have the products to do that too.
So the kit went back to 133, right?
The kit is back to 133. Yes. Congratulations to everybody that got in or got others in at half price. That was such a good deal. Oh, I was so excited. So, you know, it's, our company just cares about people, and they are doing what they can to make it as easy as possible for us to grow. But do not lose sight of the fact, if you start telling yourself that the business is not going to thrive because of what's going on in the world, that's what will happen within your business. But Marwa just promoted to double ambassador. That's the first person in the entire company that's ever gone to double ambassador. That means she has 2 accounts making an average of $50,000 a month on each. Okay. So that means she's going to be the next Black Diamond, because Black Diamonds make an average of $100,000 a month US for a minimum of 6 months in order to get that title.
Holy shit!
Okay. So real people, right? Joel Dunn, like, if you guys are not listening to his podcasts, oh my gosh, amazing. Like, find Joel Dunn and listen to his podcasts. They are so good. Like, #1 income earners in our company. Okay. His wife is going through cancer, and they're the #1 income earners in the company. And it's just, he stays positive. You go on his wall, he's not lamenting about his wife having cancer. He's offering hope and positivity to other people, right? He's staying focused on the future. They were people who sold their couch to buy their starter kit, right? So people have been there. They know what it takes. Guys, this is an amazing chance for us to really just be loud with it. People are going to go out there. Somebody else is going to join the company and probably go diamond in less than 9 days this month. And it could be somebody who joins your team. If you have the mindset, if you expect them to come into your team, if you're looking for those people who are go-getters, who want more out of life, speak affirmations over that. What you speak about, you bring about. Speak life over yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how powerful you are, how many lives you're going to change, what a mission you're on, how amazing you feel. Like, speak life into that, because that will change your day. All right, guys, we stayed on way longer than I thought we would.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Thank
Bye,
you guys
everyone.
for your time tonight.
All right.
It was nice
Stay
to connect
safe,
with all of you.
everybody.
And
Bye,
if you
everyone.
have any questions, have an amazing week.
You too.
All right, bye, guys.
All right.